And the last step is adding the cams. The cams are the most important part of the mechanism because they help in converting the rotary motion where we are turning the axle to a vertical motion in the followers. So in this we're actually going to be using 3 types of cams. What we'll do is we're going to put them into the axle one by one. Remember, the axle goes in like this into the casing. But what we want to do is insert these 3 cams below. So we have a circular offset cam for the flower, this double half moon shape for the second one, and oval for the third one. Each cam will cause a different kind of linear motion, and let's look at that. So for example, this one has an oval, so it'll be slow moving in the beginning and then bumpy later. Now insert the cams in one by one. First we're going to put the oval, then the double half moon, and the circle. Do not use glue for these steps because once we put the cams in, we might need to shift them around. For now, we're not going to measure anything. We're just going to put all 3 cams in and then move it around. So this is the oval one. I'm going to push it as inside as possible, so it's below the ghost. Then we'll put the double half moon for the bat. Notice how we're not putting the axle back in right now. We're just putting the cams in one by one. So next we have the one for the bat. And then we'll put the last one, which is the circle one with the offset hole for the flower. It's important to have an offset hole and not in the center, and we'll see why. Once this is done, try to push all the beads in the cams in so that you can pull the axle back in, push it in through the hole. Now remember, there's a beading on the right side. We're going to add one more bead on the left as well so as to keep it in place. Be gentle in this step. It's the last insert. It can be frustrating, but be gentle. Now once it's placed properly, you'll see that the axle doesn't move left or right, and it is now turning the cams. Now I have to start aligning the cams to the followers. So I'm aligning the first one away from the center of the flower's base. And we'll see why that's important. But it's not, you can try on under and on the side, see the difference. The second one, I'm going to try and put it exactly under the center of the bat. Let's just move the bat down to make sure that it's in the center. There we go. So you can move the cam a little bit left and right. Now the third one, the oval, I'm once again going to put it under the ghost circle, but a little bit to the left. And that's it. Our 3 cams are placed and we can rotate it to see what is going to happen.